What's up guys, my name's SlyKai, and I just wanted to do a little guide today for Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. We're gonna meld some commands, and I just wanted to show some of the most helpful abilities that you can get from melding your commands pretty early on in the game. First of all, you're gonna want to mix Blizzard, and then you're gonna want to mix Arrow. Then you get Blizzara, which isn't that great in and of itself, but if you give it an Abounding Crystal, then hit OK, you get Blizzara with the Exp Walker ability. The Exp Walker ability is definitely one of the best abilities that you can get in a game. If you don't know what it does, when you walk around, you get 1 experience point for every step that you take, which is an insanely helpful ability. We'll go in right here, and there you have it. There's many other ways to get this ability, but that's definitely the most simple way to get the ability. Abounding Crystals are one of the most rare items in the game. It's the most rare melding material item that you can get. And the earliest point they can be found is Radiant Garden. And you get them from these enemies that you can see right here called Mandrakes. They're a decently rare drop, but if you just keep farming against Mandrakes, you'll definitely get one eventually. I personally got 2 Abounding Crystals within about 10 minutes of each other after just going back and forth into the area, so it's not too hard. I think there's only one other enemy that drops an Abounding Crystal, and it's called an Axe Flapper. Remember that you have to level up the command all the way that you got your Exp Walker ability on, or any other ability, so that means we have to use Blizzara and level it up to max before we get the ability permanently. You can mix that Blizzara with something else later and then still keep the ability, but if you get rid of your Blizzara that you just made your new ability on too early, then you won't be able to keep the ability. Okay, so for our next ability, we're going to want to mix Thunder, and we're also going to want to mix Magnet. And then we get Magnera, which is a decent command, actually. We're going to use a Soothing Crystal this time. And we're going to get HP Boost. HP Boost is just a nice ability to have in general, because as it implies, it gives us a boost to our HP. Okay, so this next command is insanely useful. We're going to mix just 2 Blizzards, which is a really easy thing to make. And then we're going to mix a Pulsing Crystal with it. And then we get Leaf Bracer. Okay, so Leaf Bracer prevents you from taking damage while using Cure commands. So if you're in a boss fight or something, you're about to die, and you're getting that Cure in at the last second, you're going to be safe. So it's a really useful ability. Alright, for this next one, we're going to want to mix 2 Blizzaras. And then we're going to use another Pulsing Crystal. Then we get Second Chance, which is another really insanely useful ability. And what that does, ensures you always retain 1 HP after an attack that would otherwise finish you off unless you're already down to 1 HP. So if a boss would one-hit KO you or something like that, then you'll still be safe. So it's a really great ability to have, for sure. Alright, for this next one, we're going to mix just 2 plain old Cures, which is also another easy one to make. And then we're going to throw in a Fleeting Crystal. And we get Magic Haste. So what Magic Haste does is it shortens the reload time for all magic commands installed in your deck. And if you have more of the same command, then it makes it even faster. So this is really good to have because your magic, especially your Cure abilities, are important. You want to reload those as fast as possible. Alright, so lastly, we're just going to mix a couple of Thundaras together. And we're going to get Thundaga, obviously, from that, which is a pretty good ability to have. But then we're going to mix a Wellspring Crystal with it. And we get Once More. Now, Once More ensures you'll always keep 1 HP throughout a combo that would otherwise finish you off, unless you're already at 1 HP when the first attack hits. So this is sort of like Second Chance. Well, Second Chance, if you get hit twice in a row, you can die on the second hit. But with Once More, if you're getting hit the second time, you're not going to die. That's going to be it for this guide. I showed where to get the Abounding Crystal and none of the other synthesis items, just because I've never had a shortage of any of the other items besides an Abounding Crystal. They're all pretty easy to get your hands on. Hopefully everyone enjoyed this guide. These were just a few abilities that are pretty good and simple to get early on in the game. I'm pretty high leveled right now, but I felt the need to train and get some better commands and abilities for where I was at in the game. So I stopped to do this. So if you get all these abilities pretty early on, you'll pretty much be set with the game. If you're on the harder difficulties in this game, those abilities are pretty much going to be a necessity. Anyway, thanks for watching. I've been SlyKai, and I hope this guide helped.